Drop a like to this video if you're a fan of Pawn Stars. Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to our channel. Rick Harrison and his peers have been in the pawn business since forever, but even with the kind of experience, they have made huge mistakes. Sometimes their deals were either a loss or they just didn't shake hands on a worthy one. It's just one of those things about a business like theirs. Let's dive in and look at some of the deals the Pawn Stars regret. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Alright, let's begin. Number 10. Smurf Stuff. A man came outside of the shop to show Corey his 15 years of Smurf collection he had in his car. There were at least 1,000 Smurf figurines. He asked for a whopping $12,000, but checking with an expert who estimated the whole collection to be worth between $6 or $7 grand, Corey offered the man $2,500. The man refused and went away. Corey didn't want it, but he sure missed a good deal as the Smurfs have a cult-like following. Number 9. Willy Wonka items. Rick went to see a man who claimed he had original props from the 1971 Willy Wonka movie. Rick was so ecstatic that he decided to buy the everlasting Gobstoppers and the Wonka bars. The guys shook hands for the two items for $105,000. Rick's happiness didn't last long when he realized he had been played because the Gobstoppers, like that, usually cost about 20 grand. Number 8. Stupidest thing ever. The old man was like the backbone of the Harrisons' business. His experience spoke more than theirs. Once, a man brought in 2 Western novelty dummies, which amused the old man, who bought for $500 grand. Rick, on the other, however, did not fancy the idea at all. He hated them and called it the stupidest thing ever. They first thought it was Chum-Li who had bought them, but when the old man confessed, they were all very surprised. Number 7. Wells Fargo Ball. When a customer walked in with the Wells Fargo ball and chain, which he claimed were from the Yuma and Folsom prisons, Rick smelled something fishy. However, he didn't give it much thought and after some bargaining brought it for $450. Later, his expert, the Beard of Knowledge, came in and informed him that the box was a complete fantasy piece and that the items he just bought don't even exist now. Rick should have trusted his guts. Number 6. Old comics. When a woman walked into the shop with 7 large loaded boxes, Chum-Li was psyched to find them filled with comic books. She offered him $2,000, which Chum-Li dragged to just $500 and struck a deal. Later, when the experts came into the pawn shop, they were very disappointed to find that the collection would measure only to $200. Rick was so frustrated with Chum-Li, and poor Chum Chum was very disappointed in himself. Number 5. 1932 Ford Roadster. When the opportunity came knocking to buy a unique Ford, Rick and Corey did not scramble about. They headed across town to check it out. It was a classic 1932 Ford Roadster designed by Henry Ford himself. The owner asked for a whopping $105,000, but Rick's expert estimated the vehicle to be somewhere around 70 grand. They eventually shook hands on $68,250, but other experts say that after some fixing, the car would only be worth 50 grand. Number 4. Free Willy. A seller came to Corey to pawn off Willie Mays' game-worn jersey. Chum-Li, who was with Corey, expressed his concerns about the uniform, but Corey bought it for 35 grand anyway. Later, it was discovered that the jersey was a complete fake and didn't even look game-worn since it had no stains on it. Number 3. Stolen diamonds. Diamonds are the worst enemy of a pawn shop. With fake diamonds and the right information, it's easy to deceive anyone, even Rick. Once, a man came into the shop to pawn off a pair of diamond earrings. Rick asked every question there was to be asked, and somehow, he had all the right answers. Rick bought the earrings, but the next day, the police came in saying the earrings were stolen and they must be returned to their rightful owner. So Rick had to return them, but he did lose his money on this one as well. Number 2. Ignoring the red flags. Chum-Li does it again. A man came in with a Gibson mandolin guitar and offered a hefty price for it. Chum-Li, who had a $1,000 limit, bought it for $1,500, ignoring all the red flags he saw, including the modern font logo on it. Later, their experts came in and told Chum-Li that the guitar was a complete fake piece. Number 1. Backstabbing. Rick was presented with a Jimi Hendrix guitar, which he wanted to buy. he decided to consult with his trusted friend, expert Jesse Amoroso. Jesse said the guitar was for over $1 million, so Rick let it go. Later, Jesse himself bought the actual instrument at a very low price at an auction. Maybe he was keeping it for himself there. There you have it, all the time the deals went wrong for the Pawn Stars. Tell us which one you expected to turn wrong. Well, this brings us to the end of our video, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's not too late, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video, so until then, take care.